Be on Ruins of Saras. And what were you going to say at Red Bull?
Yeah, I was gonna say like that was the patch where the Archon mode tournament went down at Red Bull, and Huck and MC won it. So
Just
people were like
only,
so
only
mad.
Zealot. Yeah, only
Oh
Zealots. That's
man,
all they did.
in the depths of
What was
that.
great is there was even a little sound effect when they body slammed, and it was like crunching of bones. As I'm thinking, like, ugh.
I think it was just the sound of them dying so fast. But damn, let's hope that this series doesn't go as fast as the other ones, you know, because we do have our final matchup of the day here on the Ruins of Saras. It is going to be representing Invasion Esport. It is PandaBearMe.
And his opponent in the bottom left-hand corner, the Teal Darren player from Deadly Gaming. It is Epic. Recently, I have casted a few times and loves Reapers. Just loves Reapers. Period.
All right.
He's
Well,
Reaper galore.
yeah, that'd be nice if we saw some kind of
It'd
crazy.
be nice
Reaper
if we
build.
saw a non-Ling, non-Zealot unit. That'd be pretty cool.
I know, right? It's like, wow. This is another
Whoa.
race in the game, by the way, in case you guys forgot. So, just kind of funny because Base Trade TV was just doing a
DVT.
Yep, and all I've seen are Terrans, so it's like, eh, maybe that's where all the Terrans are, man. You know, they just stole all the Terrans, and then nobody else is playing in any other tournament.
I believe when Hawkeye was telling me about this tournament, or I was reading somewhere that Hawkeye was saying he tried to get more Terrans but couldn't find any. Like he was actually trying to even
He
it
just
out.
couldn't
So like, yeah, it was a little bit more even. He just couldn't find any Terrans.
Damn, that's what's up. Just like I feel like I don't know, like NA Terran scene. I don't even know who I think of, right? Like Xenocider, I don't know where he's been. Semper, yeah.
Semper, that's a good one. Yeah, Semper, Xenocider. I guess Semper is Canadian though. What about the American Terrans? Come on, guys. Come on, let's get a little hope, please.
Bolt. Yeah.
American ladder
American.
Terrans. the guys who are decent on ladder, yeah. But sure, I always love that everyone's like, yeah, America. Like, I hope you realize he was born in Korea, I think. Like,
Just pure. I don't know what you're. It's blasphemy, DrennoC.
Blasphemo, I've
Bolt
been
is
calling
more
him
American than you'll
twice.
ever be. All right. All right. He's born.
No, you're
American.
dang
Bolt.
right. Dang right, neither of us.
But,
Reaper of Epic will be scouting incorrectly to the top left, but you know it's an early Reaper. Will get to the top right on its second scout, do some damage. Second, won't be able to do much. Queens and Lings are already out for PandaBearMe. He will have got Hatch Gas Pool. Ling speed is going to finish about 3 minutes 20 seconds. Going to be able to do some stuff with that. For now, though, he's not really shown his hand. Most of the things in TBZ I feel like happen at the 3-minute mark. That's when the Zerg has to make the decision. Do I make a quick third? Do I go to layer? What do I do?
And we also see it on the other side of things for Terrans. Getting that double gas here for Epic, it looks like it will be Banshee, or looks like it could be Banshee, you know, with double gas mining already. Just pumping out the Hellions from the factory and then dropping down that star part with the tech lab. So we'll see what it is that he does here, because I don't know. I know you said that you've watched him use a lot of Reapers, but is he more of a bio player, or, you know, do you see any mech? Although mech
I seriously saw him go Reaper medevac. So
Just
I don't
all
know.
day.
Is that no? That was just one game I casted, and I was like, "This is amazing! I love this!" Like I've always wanted to see Reapers dropped, a Reaper drop, and just like now you can KD8 charge a mineral line. I'd love to see Bio mixed in with some Reapers for the AOE. A couple of
Just a
KD8
few,
charges here and there. Yeah, just try it out. Try it out sometime.
I've been loving
will be-
seeing that
oh,
Ghost
Liberator.
getting added, yeah.
Actually, Epic
Okay.
is kind of going to do a mock quote-unquote 1-1-1 build. He's going to go Hellion, Marine with Stim, and a few Liberators. This could be incredibly potent. There's the third base of PandaBearMe, coming down about 3 minutes 30 seconds. A little bit after what I was saying, but I think PandaBearMe right here. Roach Ravenger can actually work a while versus Bio, and you do have to mix in some Banelings getting on into the mid to late game.
Yep.
But he's not really shown his hand yet, not choosing that much.
No, it really isn't, right? Just getting the Roach Warren and getting 2 gases and just kind of hoping that he can hold out here with the Roaches, depending on what it is that excuse me, what it is that Epic decides to do. Getting a few Ravagers would allow him to deal with the Ravager, and then if he deals, I mean, not Ravager, deal with the Liberator rather, and then if he can just deal with this first part, then he can start thinking about, you know, the next part of the game, not taking too much damage from the Liberator, which tends to be a big issue in this matchup. If you can't deal with it, you lose way too much mining time. So he definitely has the tools for it.
I love the idea that Epic is trying to execute right here. With Liberator Bio, and in this case Liberator Helen, you liberate down. We will see this Liberator go for like a back attack here, but I love the idea of having Liberators as the kind of fallback zone. And when you have Bio or you have Hellions, you liberate a zone, then you push with the Hellions, then you fall back. Push with the Hellions, fall back. Doesn't work as well versus Lings, but versus Roaches and Hydras, you can do a lot with that. For now, though, the Hellions are just going to go by themselves. Liberator's going to completely shut this down, and I don't think the Spore Crawler can actually reach it. I think you just can't do anything about this.
This is actually a really good mining position, though, for PandaBearMe, so...
Yeah, you can't do anything about it.
He'd have to move it. And he is going to do it. But is Epic going to be paying attention? Because if you lose a Liberator
I don't think
for
that can
free...
reach.
I think it should, yeah.
Reach. With the upgrade, it can't reach, though. You can get the upgrade from the Tech Lab if we see Epic decide to change the Tech Lab onto the Starport instead of Reactor.
Oh, yeah.
Now, though, even though the Liberator has to get on out of there, still there's Hellions for Epic, and honestly, I feel like they could have been doing some more damage in that early game right there. They poked him kind of once and then poked back for the micro of that Liberator.
Yeah, I mean, even just adjusting it so that it would be hitting more of the mineral line. It does leave it to danger, though. He had a perfect position where the queens couldn't hit it, but yeah, you're right. It really didn't do too much and didn't deny much mining at all. So, yeah, well done by PandaBearMe, not freaking out, not losing too much mining time. And look at him now, sitting on 66 drones against a 2-base Terran that is just now getting his orbital command up, for his third orbital, rather. This is great with the 1-1 already finishing. Holy crap.
It is great. The attack, actually, for both of them, technically, they're kind of going down. But no, the 1-1 of PandaBearMe is definitely in time, and that's +1. Actually, not melee, so the Lings aren't going to do the best, but the Roaches will be there in time. This drop will do a little damage. Epic's got to pick up and get on out of there. Still, I'd love to see some multi-pronged attacks with either drop in the main, this is just what Epic is doing, or these Hellions in the middle of the map. They're just kind of hanging out. Maybe some creep spreading, creep clearing thing. But
yeah.
Here's the drop in the main, and Roach is going to pop just in time to be able to deal with it, but the Marines will be pulling PandaBearMe a little bit apart, and really, right now, just Epic is looking for a weakness, looking for PandaBearMe to make a mistake, and the Liberator goes down, but it's going to be sniped. That attack is pretty much pushed off, and still these Hellions are just hanging out here. I want to see the Hellions just push in, because there's nothing at the third base. And also there's an armory, so potentially they could just walk in via Hellbats.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice point, because they didn't really do too much. Maybe they're just like waiting for a counterattack, but that's about it. But as soon as the infestation pit is done, it gets taken out nearly immediately. Yes, the Hive immediately noticing that he cannot save the infestation pit, and might as well get it now, even if he wasn't planning to get it immediately. Still, I would assume that's what he wanted to do, but at least he capitalized on that. So him remaking it, though, makes me think that he does want to go into pathogen or something.
Infestor's always good.
So
a couple infestors here or there with pathogen glands. No Ravagers yet for PandaBearMe. Just saying, if I don't need to do that, I won't. Gonna hang on for Roaches, and yeah, I guess pathogen glands is where he's gonna go with that. Getting +2/2 for these Roaches. Gonna fungal. Gonna use the Roaches and get a big surround, something like that. But for now, we actually have a drop in the main base of PandaBearMe, some Marines, and at the same time, we see this small force moving to the fourth base. And this is with the Hellbat still gonna be able to soak up a lot of fight from Roaches, a lot of fight from just about anything. And actually, the fourth base is gonna go down on the main base. Everything's gonna clean up. That fourth base is gonna go down right there. Roaches are here to defend. There's enough medevacs to completely pick up and get another. And now the Widowmine shot. There's a lot of damage.
Nice.
This is culminating perfectly for Epic.
Indeed it is, right? He's getting some really nice multi-pronged attacks. Takes out that base. It has to be immediately put back down. And also, PandaBearMe hasn't really been offensive this whole game either. So he's just kind of taking a beating, and then basically what Zerg does for the most part, unless they're going for a big all-in, get to that Ultralisk Cavern, and yes, things can get pretty scary.
I don't think this is a wise idea from PandaBearMe. Ultralisk and Adrenal Glands. The idea is good, but he doesn't have any melee upgrades.
True.
Those Lings and Ultras need melee upgrades if they want to fight. On the other hand, Epic hasn't been taking a quick fourth or anything like that. He doesn't have a huge army, to be realistic. Neither player's maxed out. It's already the 9-minute mark, so
yeah,
we'll see. Looks like
we'll start it up though. Yeah.
Oh, here's the Ravagers. Beautiful Ravagers coming in. Ravagers providing a little bit of AoE. Couple Ultras are going to be on the way, but actually there's no bank at all. So once the Ultralisk Cavern is done, there's going to be no possibility of Ultras for now. And PandaBearMe, pretty much, since he's been so defensive, he's got to keep being defensive and somehow hold this fourth.
Indeed, like, I think taking out that fourth is such a big deal because it's really showing how much he is missing that mineral income, especially Well, now gas income, but yeah, if he was able to have so many more resources.
Oh, 7
oh
kills.
man, this
Beautiful.
Widow Mines doing a lot of work.
Oh,
right
this
now.
is the big engagement. It's a nice concave for Epic and a beautiful split right there. No corrosive biles are taken, and now he's going to move into this fourth again and possibly snipe it. 3 more ultras are on the way, and the Widow Mine's up to 7 kills. Chitinous plating
Wow,
and +1
that
melee and
DPS.
adrenal glands is close to done, but it's going to be Roach v Bio for now. Epic is trying to hold right here, and a lot of corrosive biles go down, but almost PandaBearMe walks into his own corrosive biles. Epic, though, still does not have a large army, to be quite frank with you. He's got some drop capabilities, still got some medevacs spread around, but
Yeah, and
Epic's got to be
his macros
super careful. He's
really
got to be
nice,
really
too.
careful.
The fact that he's going
Not
and
too
taking
much.
that fourth at the same time, and then it's like putting on the pressure, denying all of this income while taking a fourth of his own. This is like some ultimate, like really good pressure that Epic is doing, and he's going to be hitting that +3/+3 very soon. So that's something he can take advantage of here.
It's a unique fourth base position. Even for any other, that's just a very unique fourth base. I like it.
True, yeah. Very.
It's neither bad nor good. Actually, I'd say it's good in theory because he is pushing on this left-hand side a lot, so he can kind of hold that. He's not really far back, which is where that base would be not good. But the Ultras are going to get right on top of the Bioarm, but maybe now actually can just get up to the high ground and keep attacking. But for now, it's full retreat for Epic, and these Lings with Adrenal Glands, they may not have +1 attack. They do have +1 attack now. They may not have +2 attack, but they will do damage here. At the same time, there's another drop at the fourth base of PandaBearMe. Epic is all over the place. He's playing so dang well, and he's going to take out that base once again, and that pulls the entire army of PandaBearMe back. That is the
How
third
many
time.
times is that going to go down? Unfortunately, it keeps on getting taken out, so this is really great as far as pulling them apart, because you notice there's no Spire out, right? So he can't really contest the medevacs at all. There's no fungals to at least hold them in place, and he still hasn't put one down. You know what I mean? There's no way to actually deal with the medevacs unless you get some lucky
No
corrosive
fungal
bile
growth yet.
hits.
My bad.
Yeah.
No pathogen gland yet.
Nope. He can drop all day, and that's exactly what he'll do. He's just gonna hope that, or at least that Epic goes for
Army is huge.
Whoa. Yeah, I think he's
The
just hoping
physical
for an
side-
engagement.
The physical side of PandaBearMe's army, Ravager Ultra, is really big. Like, think of that
Save the
compared to a
tank!
dude. It's gigantic.
No!
Oh, the tank! Tank gives its life. They like called in like, we gotta do this, sir. It's the only way we have to hold. Here's another drop at that
Everybody
fifth
got
base,
the
but
memo.
now it's coming down to this. There is not a good Sim City, and Epic is not quite splitting right yet, but he's got a beautiful concave at the top of this ramp.
Oh, the
Ultras are trying to
funnel.
make their way up and doing some well, but the funnel is good for Epic, and he's just destroying this. The corrosive bios finally get in, trying to push this bio back, but this bio's done a phenomenal job because of that funnel, exactly as you just said, Tempo. And now these
The
Lings.
ghosts.
Oh, the ghost! That ghost
So
gives his
cool,
life.
sniping
Man,
all
that
of
is a
those
Dominion
ultras
ghost.
out. He is going in, and now that big scary army of PandaBearMe not looking too scary anymore as supply just drops to a measly 105. But he is doing some work at the third base. Even the medevacs healing a lot of those SCVs, but oh my god, the drops are just too real right now. With 3-3, it is so difficult to deal with without any kind of Spire tech.
Epic is doing so well. He's got phenomenal healthcare up here with the medevacs. The Marauders themselves are holding on. And just to note, we've seen some great creep spread in the past couple games, but not so good, at least right now, for PandaBearMe. He's got good creep spread. He's got it kind of started, but it would really help him to be able to hold on and actually push back some of these medevac drops when he's out in the middle of the map to pull back. But
Yeah.
for now, I feel like Epic, he's gotten through in a phenomenal position. He held that in.
Yep.
At first I was thinking, oh, he does. Oh, Corrosive Bile was close.
Jeez.
At first, I was thinking that Epic didn't have enough to defend those Ultras because there was so many Ultras. But with that funnel, it's just been so good for Epic. And man, those medevacs are low on health. A lot of them only a couple health. And now the
Yeah,
third
but he has
base is
so
gonna be
many of them,
sniped.
right? Oh.
How many minerals lost? Realistically, 15,000 minerals PandaBearMe has lost to the 10,000 of Epic. Literally, that is 30% less. He's got a
Yeah.
30% lead right here.
It's so funny how many of that is in hatcheries, right? It's like, wow. So this is the army of Epic just peeling
What's he got?
PandaBearMe apart. It is looking so dicey here for him. He
Four
can't even
hatches.
remax on that expensive army anymore, right? This army is just too much with the ghost there. He's gonna just take out those ultras when they get close. GG! Epic takes game number 1.
In the very end right there, you could see there was a 1,500 gas for PandaBearMe, but with the continual snipe of those bases, he was not allowed to actually secure enough mineral income to get those ultras out, and that was a phenomenal game from Epic, and that is how Terran is played in my heart. I love those Terrans. Drop, 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 drop. We were made to do this.
So
And
good.
those were some nice engagements too. Like, as you mentioned, the funnel, that just funneling down, I'm trying to think what to call it, almost just the hallway in the natural base of Epic when PandaBearMe attacked with Ultras, going up that ramp and only one Ultra at a time. What you want to do is have all the Ultras get a full surround, but Epic pulled back and did a phenomenal job with what he had.
Oh, yeah.
And capitalized beautifully. GG, game one going to Epic.
Jeez,
It wasn't completely back in, or PandaBearMe didn't completely crumble though. It was back and forth. He did actually have an idea right there. Just the drops, man. There's always that point in anybody anyone playing Terrans, that drop in your head that it's the decision. I keep defending, I'm trying to get something, or I go for it. You can't keep defending at some point. You have to say, this is it. I'm going for it. Good day.
Yeah, and it's so funny because it was cross positions too, so it's like, oh yeah, that's probably gonna be favoring Zerg like all day, right? But dude, Epic was on his side on PandaBearMe's side of the map for the majority of the game. Whether it be with those Hellions, whether it be with the drops, whether it be with the Liberator, he was just always in the face of PandaBearMe. And PandaBearMe really didn't have any answers to it. He was hoping that he would get a big army and then deal with what it was that Epic would have.
Get a nice engagement.
And he never got the engagement, right? So he kind of put all of his eggs into that basket of hoping to just get a sick engagement